Coming up is my review of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Welcome back to Instant Movie Reviews. We've been off for, a while now, but we're back with an actual timely review. It's Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and I don't know, I'm just gonna keep saying that title, I guess. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is Marvel at its best, pushing the tried and true origin story formula into new, exciting, and weird directions. It's not without its flaws, but it's the return to form from the MCU we've been waiting for. The film follows the title character Shang-Chi as he learns that his immortal and crime syndicate running father has found him and needs his help to find a mythical, magical, and lost city. You know, typical family things. What follows is mostly a family drama with a lot of punching and fighting and, kicking and screaming, so Saturday night at my house. As Shang-Chi comes to terms with the fact that his father might not be such a great guy. Shang himself is likable, funny, and someone to root for, which is saying a lot because the character is not as well known as, say, Spider-Man or Iron Man or, any of those other characters. I mean, we're really dipping deep into the Marvel library here because they're kind of running out of mainstream characters, at this point. But hey, this one's good. It's the most self-contained Marvel movie since the original Ant-Man, and it doesn't suffer from the typical Marvel bloat of trying to set too many things up or saving everything for the sequel. Not to say that there aren't callbacks and Easter eggs and all that fun stuff, they just aren't as egregious as some of the other Marvel films. If you don't know what they are, you're not really missing anything. If you do, you get a little extra insight. It's also some of the best action, if not the best action, that the MCU has had. Director Destin Daniel Cretton lets the action breathe without frantic cutting to create the illusion of movement and action. Of course, there's a lot of nods to martial arts films as well, being a very Eastern set movie. While the fights and the action seem more real in this movie, it is one of Marvel's weirdest films. Without spoiling anything, the film does take a literal and figurative hard left turn about the film's midpoint that it mostly works. I applaud them for taking a really big swing, but it comes with a heavy dose of suspension of disbelief. And that's saying a lot in a universe set with gods, aliens, and believing that Michael Keaton is young enough to have a teenage daughter. Spoilers for Spider-Man Homecoming. If you haven't seen that movie, I really don't know why you're watching this review, because you're probably not interested in the Marvel stuff. You figure, after like 25 of these, you like it or you don't. That's just kind of where we are at this point. Shang-Chi reinvigorates the MCU by bringing some much-needed fresh blood. The film is exciting, action-packed, surprisingly funny, and weird. It's the best thing Marvel's had this year so far, and they've had a lot of stuff this year. And, the verdict's still out on Chloe Zhao's Eternals coming out in November, and, honestly, Spider-Man is, I don't know, there's something going on with that movie. But so far this year, it's the best thing they've had. And you know what? For the first time in a while, I can't wait to see what comes next. I give Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings 4 out of 5. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you next time for some other movie. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but we'll see you next time.